Okay, so in this video clip, you'll see me working the foundations of training with Lady. You see me holding the bowl of food, so I obviously have her attention. See how focused she is. What I'm doing here is holding the food as a reward system. Right here, all I'm saying is yes, then feed, yes, then feed, yes, then feed. And then she gets a little crumb stuck in her lip and she goes a little crazy. But what I'm doing with that yes and feed is I'm building her attention to the word yes. Whenever she hears the word yes, she knows that food's coming or some type of reward's coming. I'm moving my hand around here, so she's eating from my hand. I'm in the sit position, and then you'll see me lure her just like that into a sit position, and then I say yes, and then I say down, and I lure her to a down position. I say yes, and then I reward her. So she's already sitting, so she wanders around, and I'll say down, and then I wait for her to lay down, and I say yes. The second she lays down, I say yes, and I feed her. So I walk, and I get her attention, and I walk around trying to get her more engaged with me, and then drop, and yes, feed, reward. Now, here in a minute, you'll see her lose interest in me, and I have to really engage her and trigger that reward system to make her want it. So you'll see me move. She's not following the way I want it to, so she's kind of bored with it. So I start moving her around real quick to get her excited, and she gets excited about it. So I'm actually using food as kind of a prey thing. So she gets excited about it, and then I use it to move her into the heel position, in which I say yes, and then reward her as soon as she gets into the correct heel position I like. So now she's focusing on the bowl and not the treats in hand. So I have to really get her face right in that food to like it. So as you see, what I'm doing is I'm making the food a toy or kind of a prey thing that gets her excited and focused on me once again. See, her attention's drawing away, so I give her a down command. She lays down, I say yes, and I feed. So the trick here is to properly mark, which is the yes and reward system, and then engage the dog while I'm luring her, and I'm luring her into the positions. Like right now, I'm luring her into the heel position. Earlier, you saw me lure her into a down position and a sit position. So I get her back to me. I'm engaging, moving that food around. She's focused on me, and then she kind of loses focus, so I start moving and making noises with my mouth, so she's engaged with me again, and then she'll look at me, and then I reward it. So here she's laying down, and she's focused at me. She's watching my movement, and I engage her, lure her into a sit, yes, reward, and then I'll give her a down command, yep, and then as soon as she does, I say yes, and I give it to her. So now I jackpot her. What I'm doing now is, she did good, and I don't want her to think, well, I'm really not getting what I want. Imagine, she's a gambler. If you just simply put in a quarter, win a quarter, put in a quarter, win a quarter, you're eventually going to get burnt out on it. But if you put in, 50 quarters and don't win nothing, but then all of a sudden you get a 50 quarter jackpot, that makes you want it even more. So that's what that jackpot was she was obeying, she was doing pretty good, so then I wanted to give her a lot of reward all at once to make her really excited about training. And then we go back into the down, yes, mark, the lures here in a second for the heeling position. This is the first time she's ever done a heel position, but down, yes, mark. And I walk around to get her to loosen up a little bit. And here, what I was doing is I was trying to drop the treat so that way she'd eat and then slowly drop into a down, but it didn't really quite work out that way. But some dogs it works well on, some dogs it doesn't. She was too focused on me, which is perfect, than the food. So now I go right back into the yes, feed, yes, feed, yes, feed, down, yes, mark, and feed. So a couple more engagement processes here where she's running around, getting excited. I lure her into a heel, yes, and I mark it. So this is her beginning her heel phase. And if you notice, I'm not touching her leash. Yes, she is wearing a prong collar, but I'm not correcting her at all. All I'm doing right now in this phase is I'm letting her get accustomed to the feeling of the prong collar, so later when we do more adverse training, she's desensitized to it already. So Just a couple more seconds here of the training, and then we'll call it quits. But yes, marking, luring, it's all in the foundation of training. So if you haven't got to YouTube and looked at our foundations of training video where it talks a little bit about it, then go ahead and watch that. But it's all about marking, creating that bridge of the dog's mind. What did I just do, and why am I getting rewarded? Oh, that's why. And luring. So thank you for watching this quick video, and that's going to be it.